Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dick and Roll Rats. We're gonna play some D&D. Welcome to our Seeking the Cardinals campaign. This is a homebrew game with D&D 24. I just need to point out how cool my players are for dressing up in theme for things, but we'll go ahead and get started. I am Tam, your guys' DM. I go by she, her.
Hello, I'm Tony. I play Arden Petrova, the Shadow Monk. We both go by he, him.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Arista Tidesinger, and she is a glamour bard, and both Arista and I go by she, her.
Hello there, I am Finch. I go by she, they. I play Ruby Libertas, the Fathomless Warlock, and Ruby goes by he, they.
I'm Ethan. I'm playing Isaac Crow. We both go by he, him, and we're both dumbasses because I forgot to dress up.
No, that's just how Isaac dresses.
I was about to say, Ethan, did we forget a memo or something? Was there an email?
Listen, Isaac had a real personality shift. He's just
He's just a dude. He's just a dude.
He's only human.
I was gonna say, out of the entire party, it totally tracks for Isaac not to dress up with everyone else, so totally
It
fair.
really does. And somehow why doesn't it surprise anybody that why am I over the top? Because
It's almost like you're playing a bard.
Anyway, I am Brad, and I play Balamor Tarbro, the Vengeance Paladin. We both go by he... Fuck, I don't forgot how to do this. Yeah, he, him. There we go. Aha, I figured it out.
One more word.
We both he.
Something along those lines.
we both he.
And also, Brad didn't dress up. This is just how he normally dresses.
For
Yeah,
sure.
this is a normal day for me. You know, sword in hand, nice hat. Yeah.
The fact that your bird joined us a
I
couple
can get
weeks
him.
ago does not help.
I mean, it brings the whole
Want
outfit.
me to get the bird? I can get the bird.
Only if you would like to get the bird.
Go get the
I
bird.
gotta put this down. He may attack my hat, just so you guys know.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
The bird is a animal.
All right, 1 second. Be right back.
Nat 20s on hat attacks, please.
Hat
Mr.
attacks?
Boyfriend.
Nat 20. Oh, actually, while we're doing that, I'm gonna roll my luck, so I don't
Yeah,
forget.
I was just about to say, feel free, everyone, to roll luck points while we're just talking a little bit about some stuff. Sorry, I am going to just apologize for not coming last week. Ruby, you will get your luck points back eventually.
One day.
Apologies for not having a game last week. That was on me. Had some technical errors, and unfortunately, this is a game that cannot function. It could function without players, but I wish that it could function without me sometimes. To be like, here, go,
We don't.
keep doing things. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys are having a good time. And
I will say I'm back to full points again.
Okay.
good.
The bird doesn't want to play. He
That's
flew
okay.
off.
That's okay. I did
Go
ask
ahead.
if the bird permitted.
Yeah. The bird requires a contract in order to appear.
Oh God.
Probably.
God. Gotta make a pact with it? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's just your
Unless you're a
standard,
druid.
80-20% contract. It's no biggie.
So like a fair
go ahead.
contract, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Or normal bird contract.
Crackers.
Mhm.
More
I
like
was about to
seeds.
Yeah.
Seeds.
I was about to reference a movie that I'm pretty sure was a fever dream. But
Which one?
we're Polly.
Polly? Oh, I just said Polly. We both said Polly at the same
Yeah.
time.
Ball, go ahead and roll luck while you are back.
Yep. My apologies.
No problems.
Yeah.
You were doing important bird things, so
Yeah,
didn't want you to miss
sidetrack.
out on luck points.
Important bird things.
Sidetracked by a damn bird.
If any of you played an Aarakocra, that's basically what you would be doing all the time, is just important bird stuff all the time. So, last time that we played, some things happened. We had a conversation at a tavern with the potential new crew that you guys would hire, the crew that was with Ball. But now it seems like they're going to be good to join you all. But you had mentioned talking logistics later, but there didn't seem to be too much of a issue as far as them conversing with Arista and with Isaac. To which Isaac went to read, and Arista went to join him as the weather kind of took a turn for the worst. The rest of you, of Artem, Ruby, and Ball, all went to the head house, where you responded to a loud crash and some cries as a boat was escaping from the harbor, seeming to drag several Mataro off with them. You were able to rescue a few of them. One bard, or one member of the Mataro that had been dragged into the water, and a nice little Mataro member named Homeboy, who...
He's named Homeboy.
Of course, because my NPC names do not matter if the world collectively summons a name for an NPC. And we're able to rescue the two of them as the boat, covered in fog and mist, raced off into the distance. To which Ruby, being Ruby, decided to jab the boat as many times as possible to try to bring it down. It happened once before, it could definitely happen again. And Ball also had set fire to the ship before being tossed, I guess is the best way, just manhandled and tossed off board as the crew of this ship did not seem to love having your presence there, upon which Ruby and Ball were able to make their way back to the docks, and you were able to connect with Artem there.
Yes. If I remember correctly, there was a distinct image for all of us of like Ruby just like with Ruby's like little tail going wee, like
Yes.
like a little motorboat.
Yeah, full blown David Hasselhoff in SpongeBob kind of look to it.
The reference.
Ironic. And so you all were able to clean up at the docks, and it seemed that there was going to be there was no one yet coming towards all of you as you were dealing with said issues on the docks. So for it's been 2 weeks. Did I miss anything? Feel good?
Seems fine to me.
Sweet. To Artem and Ball and Ruby. I wanted to say Artem and Arista, and I was like, I know that that's not right. To the three of you that were on the docks, you have Homeboy here with also actually, let me get you guys on the map. That would probably be the most helpful for this. No, not the nice, pretty one. We're gonna go to the dark, murky one.
Aw.
There we go. You guys were able to secure one member of the group that had pillaged the docks. One of the members, the gentleman with the sharpened teeth and the dual blades across his back in tattoos, he is dead on the docks. But you do have one gentleman who you have rightfully, absolutely feared, and it said that he will tell you anything, pretty much. So, what would you like to do with your captor?
I think we need to take him to the Dark Master.
Yes, I think everyone will want to question you. And you're going to tell us exactly what we need to hear.
There we go. Sorry, I was trying to roll luck. I was like,
14 luck
14,
points.
that's impossible.
Ooh, 14.
Yeah, but I'll take a 6. Anywho, continue, please. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best bet. Make sure he knows all the information about all the other captured Mataro members. Figure out. I mean, I think we know why they're doing it, but figure out exactly who these people are.
Okay. You guys are able to, with with as many people as you have, it's very easy to take your captor back to the head house.
Just let the Goliath do it.
Yes.
Like he's
Let
a
the
guy
big
up like
strong
1
man
foot.
do all the work.
I'll pick one up in each hand and just start walking back.
You could just drag the dead one by the leg.
I was gonna say you're holding him
boy.
up just singularly by like 1 foot each.
Oh yeah.
Homeboy busts out like a little like hand harp and just starts like singing a little ditty about like oh, like look how amazing this Goliath is. Homeboy's a fan of yours, as
Aw.
you have saved his life. So
Break it down for us,
while
homeboy.
things are gruesome and a little sad, you hear just these ding 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 behind you.
Please bring homeboy to Arista. Arista will put him under her little metaphorical wing and be like, yes, I will show you to grow up to be a big, strong bard.
Okay.
You all are able to make it to the make it back to the head house, upon which the hustle and bustle that you saw earlier with everyone trying to fix the ship that was in there, everyone seems to have just like dissipated. Everyone seems to have gone back to where they were going. Like they're either in rooms, they've either been sent away or whatever. Like it feels locked down in here, and so you see that Jib is next to the Dockmaster, and seems to be talking with a older Mataro member. You see that she has a calico coloration to her face. She does seem to be tabaxi. She has a whole bunch of garb about her, shawls with trinkets, and lots of pockets. But she does sport the black and white sash that you see with the Mataro, as well as the black and white feather that the Mataro are so known for. And she seems to be in a deep conversation with the Dockmaster as you all approach. And she just kind of smiles to you all as the Dockmaster goes, so, I know some things, but tell me, what happened?
Well, I just point back at the captured guy. This one might want to give you some information.
How are you carrying him, Ball?
I would say kind of like a kid, grab him by his belt and just picking him up like midsection.
Okay.
Toting him along.
He just like looks up and like hands tied, just kind of like waves at the Dockmaster. The Dockmaster, to which the Dockmaster looks to you and goes, "Okay, so he's responsible for the Mataro then?"
I mean, he was on the crew of the ship that was responsible. Unfortunately, the ship did get away. We did rescue a few people, as I kind of motioned towards our Mataros that we've rescued. We were able to rescue a few of them, but we weren't able to stop the ship because we were 3 people.
I gave it a good go, gave it my best, but that ship is surprisingly hard at the bottom. They must have reinforced it expecting this kind of thing.
Yeah, the DM didn't prepare for that at all. No, you were just attacking it very differently than last time. The 2 Mataro run forward, and the Tabaxi opens her arms and she goes, "Oh, come, children!" And they run up to her and they bury in this big hug from her, and they go, "Oh, Lady Yellow, that was just the worst." Especially the one that got dragged into the water and doggy paddled, just is a sopping mess. Homeboy's a little bit, even though he's actually bloody, he's holding his own. He's doing good. And Lady Yellow steps back and she looks at them, just cradling both of their heads, and she goes, "Go back to the tent. We will talk about this as soon as we possibly can, but please go be safe." And the sad one runs off, and Homeboy steps up to U-Ball and goes, "If you ever need anything, just shout out. We're kind of everywhere, so where you go, I might be able to figure out a way to you. But let me know if you need a favor." And he kind of gives you a bit of a salute.
So I do the whole sportsman's head nod, just slight nod.
And Homeboy runs off as well. The older Mataro Tabaxi looks to the dockmaster and she goes, "I guess we'll talk with them about I don't want to call it casualties, but it's not confirmed yet, missings, and then we will see if we can get you a number. It doesn't look great, though. We'll talk about our services later." And the dockmaster nods to her and says, "Thank you, Lady Ella. You're always appreciated here." And she looks to you all and says, "Thank you for saving who you could. I'm grateful that I'm not going back empty-handed. That would have been an absolute travesty. But we're in a black and white tent not far out of town. If you want to stop by, I'm happy to give you a free reading. It's the least I could do for you." And she kind of curtsies a little bit at that.
I wish I could have trailed where this ship was going, but I couldn't get that far without not knowing my way back. I'm sorry.
She reaches into her pockets and she pulls out what looks like a deck of cards. And she holds the deck out to you and goes, "Oh, why don't we try together? Just real quick. Ruby."
Yes?
Oh.
Let me get my numbers up.
Ruby's gonna die.
Yeah.
Let's go! Backup character time!
Sapphire.
Oops, all Shadow Monks.
Oops. Oh my god, that would kill Sam.
Darkness! So much darkness!
So much darkness everywhere. Oh, we would find the coolest blind sight. Oh, we're Underdark campaign if that's the case. Sorry, screw the ocean. We're going underground. I mean, we could go just deep in the ocean, then it would be totally fine. A whole bunch of anglerfish come around, you guys. They're tiny. Ruby.
So there's snack size for
Yes.
Yes.
You are welcome to roll for this, or you could pick a number between 1 and 22.
I'm gonna go with my favorite number. 13.
13. Okay. She pulls out a card, and on this card it has a golden face and a green face on it. There is nothing on either side except for that gold and that green. And she goes, pick a color.
Between green and gold. Ruby thinks for a second, thinking back to all the gold in a certain place in his past, and how that amount of gold changed how people viewed him, changed how people acted around him, changed how people acted to him, even in the sense of his own family. So instead he chooses the green.
Okay. Lady Yella steps before you, and she flips the card over to show the green. And she raises her hand up, and as she raises her hand, this origami figure folds out of the card. You see a man standing, and he looks not very active. Just kind of like this, it almost looks like a marionette kind of thing, just hanging there. And then as the picture continues to grow, you see that there is, in fact, a small little piece of string hanging around this neck of this figure. And as Lady Yella holds this in her hand, it continues to pan out, and more of this paper folds, and there's a whole figure of a tree that this figure is swinging on. And little paper birds start to flutter out all around this tree and start pecking at the figure. And she kind of looks at it a little bit sad and looks at you, and she goes, a green hanged man is not my favorite card in this situation by all means, but that does not mean that there's not any hope left. It just means that we're at a little bit of a standstill, you could say. A hanged man could often lend to change or some incredible shift in your path. But this seems to be a symbol of sacrifice, and something has to be given in order for us to know what the next step is. So it may be the fact that it's just still very recent. We don't know what the direction is yet. This feels very out of my control with what I can foresee at the moment.
Ruby looks very contemplative, very out of character for anyone who knows him. He just gives a simple nod, trying his best to kind of mask what he's thinking. He tries to kind of like just smile through it. He just goes, I'm trying to think of something.
Sure, we will. And like her nose kind of wrinkles and her whiskers kind of wiggle as she says that. And she brings the card down, and it again forms just a flat card in front of you.
It is no
She
right.
go,
Sacrifice can mean a great many things. Perhaps it means sacrificing my mealtime at dinner tonight. Could be something as simple as that.
It could be. The gods are funny that way. Sometimes it is simple, and sometimes it is a little bit more, but who knows? I've heard warlocks make pacts for much sillier things. And she goes, but nevertheless, that one is my gift to you, my dear. If you would like to try again or see if there's more that I could seek out for any of you, and she looks around to the group and goes,